might have to take the oil off. So the intake's not moving. What the fuck? Alright, so in case you guys don't know what we're doing here, we are jacking up the engine so that we can get to the oil pan to fix a leaky oil pan, which is down here. It looks like you have enough room. Yeah. Well, it's kind of back towards the...
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to disconnect some stuff so I can slide it forwards. Yeah. It's up enough, but it's not forwards enough.
You need it. Damn it. Alright, so I am sitting inside a transmission tunnel in a Legacy GT, and we're looking at the oil leaks down here at the bottom of the engine and the back of the oil pan here. So we just kind of hoisted the engine up a little bit, and we're going to get to taking that off and fixing it. Oh, we just took that one to see through the shirt. That's not good.
That's a lot of cool. You can grab me one of those jugs.
Yep.
One that's like half full. I thought all the coolant was out. I was wrong. Actually, there's a red funnel. I think it's right here.
This guy?
Thanks.
Get that in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I'm soaked.
So you soaked in coolant?
Yes.
How does that feel?
It's very sticky. It's in my eye, too.
That's not good.
It does not feel good. Well, most of it's on the ground.
There's a decent amount on the ground there. So we finally got it off. So you can see up there is the oil pickup and all that good stuff, if you've ever wondered what that looks like. Alright, so since we got a lot of stuff out of the car right now, I'm going to take a look at, I'm going to show you guys a look at the new 5-speed that's going in. Well, not new, but I think it's a used one. So here's your 5-speed transmission, pretty standard. I think it's out of a 2013 WRX, he said. So hopefully it's in pretty good shape. You can tell it's actually a lot slimmer and a lot smaller than an automatic, which I'm going to show you in a little bit here. So here are some of the drive shafts, axles, clutch and flywheel and all that stuff. Here's the rear end. And then over here we have the 5-speed automatic, or the 5-EAT is what the Subaru guys call it here. Torque converter and all that stuff. And obviously you can see it's a lot fatter, a lot bigger. There's a lot more lines and random stuff attaching to it. You have your starter. If you ever wondered where the how the starter actually connects, the starter is there. It connects inside there, and it kind of spins it to start your car. And yeah, that's everything there. So where was it leaking?
So there's like a scuff mark right here on the bottom of the block.
Yeah.
It's right where it was leaking from.
I gotta clean that up.
Yep. Get some like 2000 grit and just buff it out.
Just that section. I wouldn't touch the rest of it.
Nah. Just gonna get the rest of the gasket made. That's right where it was leaking too. So.
Yep.
That's definitely it.
And that's why we're redoing the whole job. It's that one little section. Then again, why are we doing this? So.
Also true. Probably for the same reasons. True.
Oh, not so great in the back.
What's up?
Just so you're wondering, this is not the way you should be doing this, but what are you gonna do?
There we go.
So in case you guys have never seen a timing belt before in your life, at least on a Subaru, this is what it looks like. It is a lot more complicated than your typical 4-cylinders.
I was chewing that up a little bit. Be careful of that.
Oh, what? Because it was just... Oh, because you were...
It's touching it, yeah. This one's gonna be hard to mark.
So right now we are just marking all the points on the belt that you got to line up so that your timing is in time, basically. Do it your own risk timing belts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, using a rag would help too.
Yeah, gives a little bit of padding.
So this guys keeps the timing in check over there, I guess we just kind of say.
Yeah. Keeps it timed, so when you take the belt off, the cams don't spin.
And then we do not have to do anything on this side because that's going to stay, right?
It should stay, yeah. There shouldn't be any pressure on those
Which
cams.
is good because there's nothing to clamp onto on this side, really.
Yeah. That's exactly
That's why they made it that way. Probably.
A little bit, but it might still run.
All right, so the whole reason we actually took this off was to potentially fix a leaking cam seal behind the timing belt here, and the more we look at it, the more it is not. As you can see, this is dry back here mostly, but you can see the power steering is leaking from there, and then it goes down here and it pulls down here. So basically we're gonna put the whole thing back together and not change anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, special bolts.
Yep. And then there's a little O-ring seal on the outside, and the oil goes through. There's a channel somewhere in there. That's what makes the cam gear advance.
Yeah. So one more down there, and then we're gonna pull these off and make sure that it's power steering fluid. And then, actually, I mean, doesn't power steering fluid like take off paint and stuff?
It does, yeah. It's
So
very
then
corrosive.
That's what that most likely is. So no leakage, which is good. But at this point, if it was leaking, then
Yeah.
you just kind of put a new one back on.
Yep.
So those are gonna go back on. Check the bottom one just for funsies.
Yeah, it's good
Nothing.
too.
So all that working, it was just power steering pumps working, or leaking, not working.